Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Camille Majdali.
We've been unpacking what it is to be resistant to deception. Camille, you've been looking at 2 Thessalonians, Satan the Deceiver. But we are responsible, aren't we? Because we have no excuse if we are deceived, because we've been told how to resist this deception.
You're absolutely right, Neil. We have to take responsibility for basically what message we're going to hear. Are we going to listen to the truth of God, the Word, the Gospel, Christ Himself, or are we going to listen to the lies willingly? Now, 2 Thessalonians 2, I did allude to it in an earlier program, but it bears repeating here. It talks about the coming of the lawless one. That's in verse 9 of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. The coming of the lawless ones is according to the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. Now think about it. You not only have Moses doing miraculous works of God, but you have Pharaoh's magicians doing counterfeit. That was in antiquity. Now, in the last days, you'll have, of course, not just the ministry of Jesus when he was fulfilling the gospel role, but also now you've got Satan or his minions doing miracle signs and lying wonders. This is meant to deceive, but there's actually a facility that's called discernment that can resist the deception. Let me continue. Verse 10, and with all unrighteous deception among those who perish, because they did not receive the love of the truth, that they might be saved. In other words, people who are deceived had an opportunity to have the truth. They could have had it. And with the truth comes liberty, comes eternal life, comes discernment, comes the favor and blessing of God, all these things. But they reject it because for some reason in our perverse human nature, we would prefer the lie for whatever reason than to embrace the truth. And of course, if you reject the truth, it says that they might be saved. Well, if you don't say yes to the truth, you cannot be saved. So it's pretty serious business, Neil.
A lot of companies have marketing departments that build their brand. And the devil is apparently no different. He's building a lot of brands that are deceptive to draw people away from the truth.
Remember, the devil is clever. He doesn't outright tell you something that's so outrageously false you could smell it from far away. He often mixes lies with the truth, or he twists the truth. Did God really say you cannot eat all the fruit in the garden? That's what the serpent told Eve. God didn't say that. God said you cannot eat from one tree, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So first of all, the devil is twisting the words of God, adding to, subtracting, and that's why we're severely warned not to do the same. Eve says, no, we can eat all the fruit, just not from this one tree. Because if we eat from the tree, we'll die. What does the serpent say next? You shall not die. So he contradicts God. One case he adds to the word, the other he tries to nullify it altogether. That's why we have the Bible. It's a light that shines in a dark place. If we will heed its message, we will not be deceived.
Faith and the future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Camille Majdali from Teach All Nations. Find articles, videos and podcasts from Dr. Camille, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future in the Vision app or at vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.